हेलो एवरीवन, आई एम होपिंग कि सब एकदम सही हैं और सबने चैप्टर 3 तक सब कुछ कर लिया है बिकॉज अभी तक वी आर डन टिल चैप्टर 3 और अब हम लोग चैप्टर 4 पे मूव कर रहे हैं विच इज़ डिफरेंशिएशन। तो यहाँ से चीज़ें थोड़ा पेसअप करेंगी हमारे लिए। गाइज माइट फील ओवरवेल्म कि यार ये क्या आ गया एकदम से, ये सब हमें समझ में नहीं आ रहा है एंड ऑल दैट स्टफ, बट ऐसा कुछ नहीं होगा, धीरे धीरे करेंगे एंड वी विल अंडरस्टैंड एवरीथिंग दैट वी आर लर्निंग है। तो ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं होगा जो आप लोगों को समझ में नहीं आएगा। तो यू गाइज हैव टू नॉट वरी एट ऑल। तुम्हारी तरफ से आई जस्ट एक्सपेक्ट अ फ्यू थिंग्स विच इज कि यू गाइज आर वॉचिंग वीडियोज ऑन अ रेगुलर बेसिस, प्लस यू गाइज आर प्रैक्टिसिंग द क्वेश्चंस। और ऐसा तो बिल्कुल भी मत कर देना कि यार हम लोग एंड मोमेंट पर छोड़ रहे हैं। अगर एंड मोमेंट पर छोड़ रहे हो तो यार फिर मैं भी तुम्हारी हेल्प नहीं कर पाऊंगी, बिकॉज देन तुम अपने पैर पे खुद कुल्हाड़ी मार रहे हो। दैट्स लिटरली द वर्स्ट थिंग दैट यू गाइज कैन डू। तो ऐसा बिल्कुल भी मत करना, प्लीज ऐसा बिल्कुल भी मत करना, लाइक अ जेन्युइन रिक्वेस्ट फ्रॉम माई साइड। So the chapter's name basically is single variable differentiation. This is a very important chapter with respect to your examination point of view. इस वाले से क्वेश्चंस तो ज़रूर आएंगे। तो लास्ट क्लास में हम लोगों ने एक्सपोनेंशियल फंक्शंस तक समझ लिया था कि व्हाट एग्जैक्टली आर एक्सपोनेंशियल फंक्शंस एंड हाउ दे वर्क। अब इस क्लास में हम लोग डिफरेंशिएशंस पढ़ेंगे कि हम उनको डिफरेंशिएशंस कैसे कर सकते हैं, व्हाट आर डिफरेंट सॉर्ट ऑफ फंक्शंस। अब तक हमें फंक्शंस पता चल चुके हैं क्या होते हैं, व्हाट आर डिफरेंट फंक्शंस, हाउ टू सॉल्व देम, हाउ टू फाइंड द रेंज डोमेन एंड एवरीथिंग इज समथिंग दैट वी नो नाउ। The next thing that we are moving towards right now is we'll be understanding how things work and how to do the differentiation basically. All right, differentiation बहुत important part होगा आप लोगों के पूरे syllabus का, so make sure कि you guys are understanding it thoroughly. So let's start this topic by understanding what are natural exponential functions. हमने exponential functions तक तो समझ लिया था, but we don't know what is the natural and what is an exponential function. So the natural exponential function, आई एम होपिंग डिफरेंशिएशन सब लोगों ने 11th-12th में पढ़ा होगा और बेसिक डिफरेंशिएशन जो है वो सबको क्लियर है। तो फिर भी हम लोग बेसिक से ही पढ़ना शुरू करेंगे तो इट वुड बी इजी फॉर यू टू अंडरस्टैंड। वी नो कि जो हमारा एक्सपोनेंशियल फंक्शन होता है इज यूजुअली ऑफ दिस फॉर्म, राइट, जिसमें हमारा जो b होता है इज यूजुअली अ पॉजिटिव नंबर। यहाँ तक सबको सब कुछ क्लियर है, बट इट कैन नॉट बी इक्वल टू 1। ठीक है, तो अगर हम लोगों को एक्सपोनेंशियल फंक्शन देखना होगा तो हम इसका बेस देखेंगे, द बेस। इफ द बेस इज 1, then it's going to be termed as the natural exponential function. Otherwise, it's not a natural exponential function. So usually, if the base e, the base is usually e, then it is termed to be as natural logarithm function. Now, what do we actually understand by the base here is the question that all of you must be having in your mind. Just remember one thing. If it's a natural logarithm or natural exponential function, that is its ex, then the derivative or the differentiation would be the function itself. So this generally says कि अगर हमारा ex है तो ex का हमारा fx is ex, then हमारा f dash x यानी कि derivative would be ex itself. तो अगर हमारा नेचुरल एक्सपोनेंशियल फंक्शन होता है तो उसका डेरिवेटिव इज द फंक्शन इटसेल्फ. So this particular donation f dash x is used to define the derivative. Alright. Whereas अगर हमारे पास बेस की वैल्यू दी होती है, जैसे अगर हमें दे दिया e की वैल्यू है लेट्स से 2.718, then in such situations we usually use scientific calculators जो कि is out of our syllabus, so you don't have to worry about it. Alright. I'm hoping कि natural logarithm वाला सीन सबको क्लियर है. Let's try a question related to it. Let's say if y equals to e x square is given to us. We know basic differentiation rules, हम हर जगह first principle नहीं लगाएंगे. So the basic principle rule says that is our chain rule of differentiation. This says कि हमें functions को पहले अंडर जो हमारा सबसे इनर मोस्ट और आउटर मोस्ट फंक्शन होता है हमें पहले उसको करना है. सो द आउटर मोस्ट फंक्शन हियर इज एक्स स्क्वायर. तो हम पहले एक्स स्क्वायर का डिफरेंशिएशन करेंगे. एक्स स्क्वायर का डिफरेंशिएशन क्या होगा? 2x. आई एम होपिंग कि ये सबको पता है कि क्यों हो रहा है. एनी एक्स की पावर n का डिफरेंशिएशन होता है nx n-1. ठीक है. सो द डिफरेंशिएशन वुड बी 2x. सो 2x into differentiation of e x square, which would be same as the function it is. So the differentiation of this particular function would be 2x into ex square. So this would be your answer. So you always have to differentiate the function inside and then the function outside. Let's practice another question for it. Let's say the question given to us is y equals to 3e 7 minus 2a. So I need to differentiate with respect to y. तो पहले हमारा जो इनर मोस्ट फंक्शन है 7 माइनस 2b, तो इसका डिफरेंशिएशन वुड बी 7 का वुड बी 0 माइनस 2b. सिंस v की पावर इज जस्ट 1, तो इन सच ए केस इट वुड बी माइनस 2. तो हमारा इसका हो जाएगा 3 इंटू माइनस 2 इंटू ई की पावर माइनस 7 माइनस 2b, विच इज minus 6 e की power 7 minus 2b would be your answer. So always remember to use the chain rule here. That is, you have to follow the chain. Alright. So I'm hoping that basic logarithms are clear to you all. Now let's move forward and understand what are the slopes and how, what is the first principle and how does it actually work. What exactly is differentiation? So basically differentiation is nothing but a change. Differentiation defines a change in any function or anything. तो अगर हम लोगों को इन रियल लाइफ में अगर किसी पर्टिकुलर चीज में चेंज देखना होता है, किसी पर्टिकुलर फंक्शन में, या रेट ऑफ चेंज इन कॉस्ट है, प्रॉफिट है, या एनीथिंग, एनी सॉर्ट ऑफ चेंज, देन वी डिफरेंशिएट दैट पर्टिकुलर फंक्शन. So always remember कि differentiation is used to find out the change in a particular function or a change जो किसी भी तरीके से हमारे को impact कर रहा है. So differentiation is the change. Alright. So let's understand what is the slope of the tangent and the derivative. So we need to understand the slope here. So let me give you an idea how exactly we find the slope here. Let's say this is given to us. This is our Cartesian plane. This is one of the functions, and here it comes this. This is the secant. Why it is the secant? Because it is cutting the curve at 2 points, that is P and Q. The slope or the tangent would be which just touches it at one single point. So this would be termed as the tangent. Alright. So there could be many secants here and there could be many tangents as well. And with the help of these tangents and secants is what we find out the slope. That is this particular area. So this particular area would be the slope. And this slope is the change. Slope is nothing but the change. And this is where derivations comes in. हम लोगों ने बहुत से अलग तरीके देखे होंगे कि स्लोप कैलकुलेट कर रहे थे y2 minus y1 वाला और बहुत सारे, बट डिफरेंशिएशन करना इज वन ऑफ द इजीएस्ट वे टू फाइंड आउट द स्लोप फॉर अ पर्टिकुलर फंक्शन. So the general formula that is derived, the derivation is out of our syllabus, so I don't think so you have to learn it because it would be time consuming and you guys might get confused at this point. तो जब हम लोग end की classes में होंगे, I would be bringing up the derivation so that you guys can understand it better. So f dash x का अगर हमें differentiation निकालना होता है तो it is usually defined as limit h tends to 0, which is our first functions x plus h minus fx divided by h, where h is nothing but sum of the constants here. And if you want to find out the tangent for that graph, then the formula that is used is f minus x equals to f dash x into x minus z minus x, where our x here is a constant. I'm hoping अभी तक सबको सब कुछ clear हो गया. These particular general formulas wouldn't be of much use in your examinations क्योंकि एग्जाम में ऐसे जनरल फार्मूला वाले क्वेश्चंस बहुत रेयर आते हैं. So you don't have to worry कि हमें ये formulas याद नहीं हो रहे हैं, हमें इनसे कैसे करना है. But still we learn how we actually proceed and find the derivation by using the general formula. So there are a few steps which we need to follow. Steps to use the first principle. So the first step generally is we need to add h to a, and h, you have to make sure that h is never equal to 0. And then we need to find f a plus h. The second step is we need to find the change in the function. Understood? हमें पहले भी डिसाइड किया था कि डिफरेंशिएशन इज नथिंग बट द चेंज. वी आर फाइंडिंग द चेंज दैट इज occurring. So the change would be f a plus h and this third step would be we would be dividing change with h. We need to simplify the above step. Then as the last step, f dash a would be the number that approaches h to 0. Alright, so these are the steps that we need to follow. Let's try it. Let's say we need to find out f dash a and fx is given to us as x cube. So by using normal derivations, the final answer should be 3x square. You all know this. The answer should be 3x square. Now let's follow the final general steps. So the first step should be we need to find f a plus h. That would be we need to replace x with a plus h. So it would be a plus h का whole cube, which comes out to be identity लगाने के बाद a cube plus h cube plus 3a square h plus 3ah square. ठीक है. दिस इज द फर्स्ट स्टेप जिसमें हमें a plus h को x की जगह रिप्लेस करना है. So the second step that we need to follow right now is we need to find the change. That is fa plus h minus fa. Alright. So that would be a cube plus h cube plus 3a square h plus 3ah square minus a cube. Why a cube? Because it's just a single function. So a cube and a cube gets cancelled. The simplified version is h cube plus 3a square h plus 3ah square. As a third step, हमें change को h से divide करना है. We'll be taking h common here. तो अगर हम h को common ले लेते हैं तो we get h square plus 3a square plus 3ah. And h gets cancelled. So the final thing that comes out is h square plus 3a square plus 3ah. Alright. Now we need to see when h tends to 0. Alright. So in such a situation, 3ah plus h square will also tend to 0. So when we replace h by 0, let's see what happens. 3a plus 3a square plus 3a into 0 plus 0 ka square, which comes out to be 3a square, and a is nothing but x, so it's 3x square, which is the answer. तो I'm hoping कि it's clear कि how do we use first principle, but you can see it's a very lengthy process. तो अगर हम लोगों को x क्यूब का डिफरेंशिएशन किसी एक पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन में निकालना हुआ, जैसे हम बहुत बड़ा क्वेश्चन दे रखे हैं और उसमें एक छोटा सा पार्ट है जिसमें हम x क्यूब का डिफरेंशिएशन लेंगे, तो हम एक फर्स्ट प्रिंसिपल करने नहीं बैठेंगे, which is very time consuming and a stupidity. It's just for you to understand how differentiation works and how there is a change in it. तो हमें बेसिक रूल्स को याद रखना होता है, एंड आई एम होपिंग कि वो बेसिक रूल्स आपको याद भी होंगे क्योंकि वो हमने अपने 11th-12th में पढ़े हैं. एंड इफ यू डो नॉट रिमेंबर तो आई वुड रिक्वेस्ट कि सब याद कर लेना. आई वुड बी टेलिंग यू ऑल द बेसिक रूल्स इन द अपकमिंग वीडियोस एंड दिस वीडियो एज वेल. ठीक है, तो आई एम होपिंग कि अभी तक फर्स्ट प्रिंसिपल जो है वो सबको क्लियर हो गया है. लेट्स मूव फॉरवर्ड देन. Let's practice a few questions from section 4.2 from book itself. Then you will be moving forward with a few concepts. Let's move to question 5th. It says we need to find the slope of the tangent of the graph for the following functions. Let's try a part which says fx is equals to 3x plus 2 and the point that is given to us is 0, 2. Let's see how we can solve it. As you already know, you guys have been given the formula for it. So let's try and solve it. So the formula says y minus fa is equal to f dash a into x minus a. So we need to find the f dash a. Since the point is given to us 0, 2, so this is A and this is FA. Or we can also use it in a different way, which would be very easy for you to understand, because this is going to be difficult. Let's do it this way. Let's take this as x and this as y. Let's replace it 2 minus, and when we replace it as this in the function, fx becomes 2. So fx becomes 2 because since x is 0, so fx becomes 2. So this would be 2 equals to f dash a into 0 minus 0. Since f dash a यानी कि f dash x would be 0 क्योंकि it's a constant number and derivative of a constant is always 0. So in such a situation, the answer comes out to be 0. So the slope of the tangent is 0. So the answer is, so the answer, final answer would be hoping this thing is very clear to everybody. You can practice the rest of the parts for yourself. Let's see a few other questions for you to practice. Let's see question 7. It says that the demand function for a commodity with price P is given by formula. So the demand function that is given to us is A minus BP, where P is our price. P is the price. We need to find dP by dP. So we have to differentiate it with respect to the small p, or with respect to price. So how are we going to differentiate it with respect to price? Any guesses? This is our complete function, so we need to differentiate it with respect to p. So that would be, अगर हम a का differentiation करेंगे, since a is the constant, you know that a is the constant, right? तो a का constant, तो a का differentiation would be 0 minus bp with respect to p. So it becomes minus p. So the final answer, that is the differentiation of the demand function with respect to price is minus p. So this would be our answers. I'm hoping कि चीजें सबको समझ में आ रही हैं. Take time and understand things, then we'll be moving forward. अभी तक तो सिर्फ बेसिक चीजें थी हमारी डिफरेंशिएशन को लेकर. नाउ आई एम गिविंग यू अ फ्यू प्रॉपर्टीज which are related to exponential function, which is with base e, that is natural logarithm. All right. First is if fx is ex, then f dash x would also be equals to ex. Second states if e to the power a into e to the power b is given to you all, then it can be written to as e to the power this, where e is nothing but the exponential, alright? And if this is given to you all, then it can be written as this. And if this is given, then it can be written as this. Always remember this properties for exponential and a few properties for logarithm functions as well. So what exactly is a logarithm function? Logarithm functions के साथ में log लग जाता है. I'm hoping कि सबको पता है. इसके बाद हम लोगों ना डायरेक्टली लोगारिथम के डिफरेंशिएशंस पे जंप करेंगे, which would be a task for you. तो डरना नहीं, अंडरस्टैंड लोगारिथम फंक्शंस प्रॉपर्ली. ठीक है, तो यूजुअली लोगारिथम फंक्शंस लिखा जाता है ऐसे, which is log a to the power x, where a is greater than 0. All right, and our power is also greater than 0. All right, and it cannot be equal to 1 क्योंकि log 1 की value you all know is usually considered to be as 0. All right, so you always have to remember a few properties, that is these functions are strictly increasing and monotonic at the same time. And also concave in nature. ठीक है, कॉन्केव का फंक्शन जो है वो तुम्हें आगे समझ में आ जाएगा. व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय कॉन्केव फंक्शंस एंड ऑल द स्टफ. So you don't have to worry कि what is concave, this is a new term we don't understand. ऐसा कुछ नहीं होगा, you will understand everything in the coming course. Okay, just remember कि you would be using logarithm functions to make your calculations easy in your economics concept and course everywhere, in your micro and your macro, and coming forward your sem 5 and sem 6 and all the stuff. So logarithm functions, trust me, makes your life easier to use. When you are solving a particular question with the help of logarithm function, it becomes very easy for you to find the answer with respect to if you're doing it without the logarithm functions. Okay, so you understand a few things about logarithm function. So logarithm function also has a few characteristics, or you can say properties. So the first property for a logarithm function is that is the domain of a function is always set to positive real numbers, and the range of the function is a set of real numbers. The second property is, given the base a, if a is greater than 1, then the log function is increasing, and for 0 this, if this is the range, then it is decreasing. Alright, always remember these two properties about the logarithm function. This is not given in your book, remember it. ठीक है, and a few things as well जो log को solve करने में तुम्हारे लिए easy रहेंगी. That is, if a function is given to you with base b and is written as this, then it can be written as If it's in multiplication and the base is same, then it can be written as a sub addition. It gets easy for you to solve. And same goes for division. Then it can be written as subtraction. This helps when you're doing differentiation of a logarithm function, alright? The other thing is, if log b is given to you and yk to the power k, then it can be written, जो power है हम उसको बाहर ले जाएंगे as a constant, and it can be written to be as this. Alright? And the last is, if this is given to you all and it's an under root like this, then also you know कि तुम लोग अंडर रूट को एज 1/k लिख सकते हो. अगेन तुम 1/k को बाहर ले जाओगे, which becomes, which can be written as 1/k into log. It gets very easy for you to solve logarithm with these properties. So always remember these properties. Alright? Always remember log ln 1 is always equal to 0. ln always means a natural log. And ln e is also equals to 1. And ln 1 by e is equals to -1. Log BA is equals to log XA upon log XB, where X belongs to real. I'm hoping कि ये सब सबको clear है. And you know a few properties about log. Just remember कि ये properties तुम्हें याद हो while solving the questions, because this will help you a lot when you are further solving your logarithm differentiations and stuff. Alright? Note it down in your notes or rough notebook, wherever you are taking the thing down. Let's move on. Let me show you how we're going to use these properties by, simplifying a particular question. Let's say a question is given to us which states 4e x plus 2 is equals to 120, and we need to solve for x. So it gets very difficult for us अगर हमें generally x को solve करने बैठे, हमें पहले exponential की value निकालनी पड़ेगी and all that stuff. So what are we going to do is, we are going to take log on both sides. Alright, so when we take log on both sides, it becomes log 4 into ex plus 2 is equal to log 120. अब हमें पता है बाय लॉग की प्रॉपर्टीज की, अगर ये मल्टीप्लिकेशन है तो हम इसको प्लस में लिख सकते हैं स्प्लिट करके. तो इट वुड बी log 4 प्लस log ex plus 2 equals to log 120. Now log 4, अब ये x plus 2 पावर में, अकॉर्डिंग टू आवर प्रॉपर्टीज जो हमने ऊपर पढ़ी है, हम x plus 2 को बाहर ले सकते हैं, into log e equals to log 120. अब हमें पता है कि log e with base natural is e is 1, तो it would be log 4 plus x plus 2, क्योंकि this is going to be equal to 1, equals to log 120. Now always remember that you always take natural log. That was a natural log. ठीक है, x plus 2 अगर हम इधर ही रखेंगे और log 120 माइनस log 4 कर देते हैं. अब दिस इज इन माइनस, तो हम वाइस वर्सा करके इसको डिवीजन में लेके जा सकते हैं, बिकॉज द बेस इज सेम, इट्स द नेचुरल लॉग. इट वुड बी log 120 by 4, which comes out to be 30. This gets x plus 2 is equals to log 30 अभी तक के, which is a natural base. So the value for x would be ln 30 minus 2. and you can always find the value of ln30 using your scientific calculator. So I'm hoping you understand how are we going to use the properties of log in solving the questions further. If you still have any doubt, pause the video, reach out to me right and now, so that कि doubt जो है वो doubt ना रह जाए and you understand the concept very carefully. All right, I'm giving you 2 minutes, understand it thoroughly. Now let's understand the differentiation in log functions. How do we differentiate the log functions now? We are usually not given to generally कि हमें log का function दे दे और हमें उसका differentiation निकालना है, ऐसा usually नहीं ही होता है हमारे साथ. हम लोगों को एक बड़ा सा फंक्शन दे देंगे एंड वी नीड टू आइडेंटिफाई कि हमें उसको देख के पता चल जाएगा कि इसमें लॉग लगेगा. जैसे जैसे यू गाइज मूव ऑन टू सॉल्विंग अ पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन, यू वुड अंडरस्टैंड कि हाँ इसमें तो लॉग लगेगा और इसमें लॉग नहीं लगेगा, इसमें हम ये वाला रूल यूज कर रहे हैं तो इसमें हम ये वाला रूल यूज कर रहे हैं. इट वुड बिकम वेरी इजी फॉर यू टू अंडरस्टैंड कि हमें किस क्वेश्चन को किस पर्टिकुलर तरीके से सॉल्व करना है. लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड इट. Just a second. I guess we should first understand the limits and then we would be moving towards this concept because it would become very difficult for you to understand it directly. तो हम पहले लिमिट्स को समझते हैं, उसके बाद करेंगे. So according to our book, we are done till section 4.3. So we would be continuing with the next concept in our next class ताकि you don't not confused within the two concepts. अभी तक तुमने सिर्फ बेसिक चीजें समझी and basic differentiation समझा है. You have understood what an exponential function is, what a logarithm function is, the basic properties and everything. And we have solved a few questions and the first variable. So I'm hoping कि अभी तक सबको सब कुछ समझ में आ गया. If not, then practice questions, watch the video again and again ताकि सब कुछ समझ में आ जाए. And in the next class, we would be moving forward with another topic. जो कि आगे आगे आई एम ऑल्सो एक्सप्लेनिंग इट टू यू, आई एम सेइंग इट अगेन एंड अगेन कि आगे जाके चीज़ें जो है वो थोड़ी सी ट्रिकी हो जाएंगी. डोंट पैनिक, just be patient and understand things and study on daily basis. All right, bye bye, see you. And also never forget to enjoy your duo life. Go to fest, go to cafes, go to some explore Delhi, have fun. Bye bye.